Here we are in beautiful Hahndorf, and it is an absolutely gorgeous little town. It's right just behind the Adelaide Hills, and it's stunning. It's autumn at the moment, so the leaves are sort of turning orangey yellow, and it's really lovely. Only thing, we just spent about 40 minutes driving around looking for a park for a long vehicle. So we're back off the main street a bit, and this is the only decent spot we've been able to find, and it's in front of the town band building, but they don't rehearse till Monday nights, and there's no sign saying we can't park here. So we're going to stay in this spot for a couple of hours and just go for a walk into town, and probably go for a beer to ease the nerves.
Yeah, that road coming out here was steep and windy and narrow. Well, at least they had lots of slow vehicles sort of turn off areas, so I was able to get out and let people go past us. I had to drop down into second quite regularly.
Yeah, so note to self, when you're coming from Adelaide to Hahndorf, check the roads that maps tells you to go on. Make sure it's a main highway and not the back roads like we were on, because that was a bit, I shouldn't have had too many coffees this morning.
This place is unreal. You get, well, I've never been to Germany, but I imagine you get these sort of vibes, you know, especially because we're here in autumn, all the leaves are falling, they've changed colour. You've got like German folk music sort of playing, and then there's little shops with cuckoo clocks and steins and proper German hats and all sorts. It's awesome. G'day guys, welcome to another episode. We just spent the last week in Adelaide running some errands, getting the car serviced, the van serviced, a couple of repairs, put a new roof rack on the car, got the ARB base rack now, but that meant we sold the drawers because we need to conserve weight. So the dogs aren't sitting on top of the drawers anymore, but it means we can put like the gas bottle and our little ladder and the max racks and hopefully swags can all go up on the roof rack now. But we've left the coast. We don't think we're going to see the coast again for a while. It's kind of sad. We've swapped the boardies and the pluggers for jumpers and beanies and pants. But we're up in the hills at the moment and check out our view. I reckon that's pretty specky. We're only going to do a night here. We're busy exploring. We checked out the town of Hahndorf today. That was a lot of fun. We went and had some bratwurst or cheese kranskis for lunch today. Had a German beer, had to explore, picked up way too many sweets. And now we're just going to chill out here and then hopefully hit up a murder museum tomorrow in a little town called Birdwood. Yeah. And where are we headed up to that? The Big Rocking Horse.
The Big Rocking Horse at Gumeracha. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, Gumeracha.
Yeah, to be confirmed, that pronunciation. But where we're staying here is just a farm stay just outside of Torrensville.
Yeah, Torrensville, Charleston.
Charleston, yeah. And it's only $10 a night, so we'll put either in the comments.
I'll put a little wiki pop-up.
Yeah, a little wiki pop-up so you can see exactly where it is. But yeah, great location. And there's only room here for about 2 self-contained RVs. So it's a great spot. We're the only ones here. It's fantastic.
Yeah, no amenities or anything. We've got a good reception, awesome view. We're self-sufficient, so
dog friendly.
Yeah, and dog friendly. There's an electric fence there. It's high enough that the kid or dogs can't touch it. Just got to keep this one away from it. So yeah, we're pretty stoked for this. So we'll keep you posted as we travel around. We might have to duck into Adelaide quickly just to pick up wind deflector for the roof rack. The box was missing that part, so they're chasing the other one. Alright, see you later guys. Starting to wish we had mittens.
Yeah, and thermals.
The colours in the sky is unreal. And yeah, I don't think the camera's doing this justice.
Morning everybody. Here we are in the beautiful town of, I think it's called Gumeracha. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I will check that. We are visiting the giant rocking horse, which is really cool. It's so massive. Mark's just making some phone calls in the car, so Liam and I are going to come for an explore, have a look around, and then there's also an animal farm over here. Looks like there's some kangaroos and some sheep and some peacocks and things like that. So we might see if we can get in there. Well, I'm just reading here, it says, "Welcome to the toy factory." This looks really cool. So we might go and have a look in there as well. Make you jump, Liam. Did it make you jump? So it's $2 entry into the animal park and $2 for a bag of food. Really good value. So Liam and I are heading in, gonna see what animals we can find. Apparently we just need to avoid Snowy the alpaca because he kicks and bites. So we'll stay away from Snowy the alpaca. Yeah. The kangaroos are really hungry and they ate our whole bag of food in like 2 minutes. So we're just going to go for a wander now and look at all the other animals. Yeah, kangaroos. They were so hungry. Can you say kangaroo?
We just rocked up into the town of Angaston, and they've got this awesome adventure playground. So Mama and Liam are just up there having a bit of a play. I'm just sitting back here with the dogs in the back of the car. They're not welcome in this playground, but we just drove past a dog park, so when we're finished here we might stop in there and give them a good run. But we have taken them for a nice big walk this morning as well. Got myself a coffee. We went into, I don't even know what the town was called, Nuruyutpa, I think, to Barista Sister Coffee, and it's pretty good coffee. Yeah, so this was definitely needed this morning. It's been very cold and very chilly, so we'll sort of bunkered in the van for a little while until the sun sort of decided to come out a little bit, but it's overcast. So yeah, nice slow morning, but gonna head up a cheese factory and some breweries and some wineries today, and Maggie Beer's farm cafe, I think, farm shop, where we apparently can get some like jams and stuff like that. So we might stock up, but we also got to check what the Northern Territory like quarantine will take from us, so we don't want to have to worry about that in a week's time. So yeah, all right, we'll show you what we find today. Should be a good day. What's going on up here?
Trying to get the water all the way to the bottom.
I think you're going to be pumping for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. It's moving pretty slowly.
Yeah.
More.
What you doing? It's so funny, is it? I reckon either Mum or Dad might need to go tackle that big slide and see what we think.
I think Dad should go first.
Is that right?
Yeah. I don't know if it's kid appropriate, so Dad will be going
Yeah.
first.
I'll sanity check it before I take Liam with me.
I definitely want to have a go.
Yeah, this is an awesome playground.
It's different. I haven't seen one like this before.
Yeah, it's, I like they call it an adventure playground, so that you can sort of climb over all this, and then
You're not wrong.
there's like tunnels and the flying fox up the top here.
And it looks like it's where the old railway went through.
Yeah, well they've got the turntable down there.
No, don't get your shoes back.
Yeah, a bit of fun. Obviously it'll be better suited for bigger kids, but
No,
Clem and I are big kids.
I'm home. Bungee jumping? Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Alright, bungee jumping.
Big jump. Got the feeling this slide is not going to be Liam appropriate, but being the big kid that I am, I'm gonna give it a whirl. And there's no one around here to embarrass myself in front of. Oh, look at that. A little fireman's pole as well. Jeez. Imagine trying to bring Liam up there. That's a long way down. And it's going to be pitch black. Oh no, maybe not. A bit of light coming through there. Alright, do it.
Is that fun?
Yes. It goes pretty slow. Maybe because I've got like pants on. Yeah, I'm going to take Liam up there.
At the top of the slide tower. Mark carried Liam up the stairs. Here's the stairs.
The ladder.
The ladder. And there's another story below that as well.
Well, we're going to take you down the big one. You don't go too fast, so I think you'll be fine.
Ready to go, kiddo?
Ready?
Ready?
Sit on Dad's lap. Ready?
Whee!
Say bye, Mama. Whee!
Yay! Is that fun?
Yeah. Is it Mama?
Mum's turn. Always have to be brave for your kids, don't you? Okay, here we go. It's not so bad.
As promised, we've brought the dogs to fenced off dog park for their turn. We do love these because it's always kind of tricky to find somewhere for them to really stretch their legs. Like, we can take them for a walk, but it's not the same as just being able to run. Yeah, we'll show you this as well. This is something we've been doing in South Australia. They're called South Australia rocks.
SA rocks.
SA rocks.
Yeah.
People have painted them. They put where they're from, and then they hide them in places. You find it, you move it, and post that you've moved it.
So check out the SA Rocks Facebook group. That's how we got in touch with them, because we found a really cool rock when we were in Kimber. But it's just a great way to get kids outdoors and hunting for treasures, really.
Yeah, it's like geocaching, I suppose.
It's like geocaching with rocks.
You don't get any hints. You just rock up, and sometimes you find a cool rock. So we actually hid one in the Magazine Bay cave. Was that the one we found in?
That was the one we found in Kimber.
Yeah, that was the one we found in Kimber. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. Anyway, we're going to let these two stretch their legs before we go look for some wineries and breweries. Look at this. Bucket of balls and tennis rackets and toys. Friends.
Poop, bags, bucket, bin.
There's a bin outside that you go dump it in.
Oh.
They really cater well here, don't they?
They do.
Dog water bowls. Yeah, we really love it when we find places that are really dog friendly. Not just you can bring your dog, but they actually cater for the dogs. You know, give them areas like this. And there's even a winery that we're hoping to check out today that apparently even has a fence off dog area.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll check that out and see how we go. The dogs don't usually cope too well. We go to wineries and stuff. But we think this might be different. They're getting so much better as we travel along. Liam, you being a menace. Come on, come play with the dogs. Yeah, so it's just making our life a little bit easier since they're getting so good and everyone's catering for them a lot better. Just means we can enjoy ourselves a little bit more. Costa boy! Come on! Go, 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 go! Hey look, there's turtles in here.
We'd intended to nap Liam in the van today, but sometimes luck just doesn't follow us around much, so he's asleep in the car now. So we're just taking the opportunity to go for a drive through the Barossa Valley, have a look at some beautiful wineries. There's so many old buildings and so much history here. So we're going to come back through Tanunda now, so we'll show you some of the beautiful architecture, the gardens and the streets here, and then we're heading out to Jacobs Creek Winery, which is one of my favourites, so it'd be nice to go and do some tastings there. Just enjoyed a very nice, a very quiet wine tasting here at Jacobs Creek. Absolute beautiful winery. So if you're in the Barossa, make sure you come and visit these guys. And Rachel, who was doing my tastings with me, it was really lovely, and she gave us some good recommendations of breweries to visit. So I have to find some beer next. Here's my ride.
Alright, so even though we are in a wine region, I'm not much of a wine drinker. So we've come to check out Western Ridge Brewing Co. Looks like a small little boutique sort of brewery of craft beer. I brought my growler with me, so hopefully I can take some takeaways. And we've been greeted by the brewery dog. Hello, have you got a pine cone for me? Sure. Should be good. What's going on? No, mouthful of goodies.
Mouthful of cheese. We're enjoying a wine and a beer that we got today from the Barossa Valley, and some cheese, and just chilling out, I guess, after a big day of exploring.
Not too shabby at all.
Not at all.
We are leaving the Barossa Valley today. We're just going to swing south a little bit just to go get some new tyres for the van, because we're really not happy with these ones, and we're heading on to the Nadada next week, so we're getting some new tyres. Bit the bullet. It'll make us feel better, won't it?
Absolutely, just a bit of security.
Yeah.
Peace of mind.
But I'll show you one of the new features we got on the van while we were in Adelaide. So we got the new DO35 hitch, fully articulating off-road hitch. I wanted one from the beginning, but they didn't have any available when we picked up the van, so I had to wait till the service that we got in Adelaide. Yeah, it comes with the other side of it as well. Dust cap for this exact reason, keeping the dust off of it. And then we also got the bi-lock locking pin for the DO35 as well. Been really happy with it so far. Takes a little bit to get used to the first time you reverse with it, because it moves a little bit different, but yeah, loving it. Makes us feel a bit better having that on there.
We have just left Gawler, South Australia, so we just popped in there from Greenock this morning to run some errands. We got some new tyres for the van, so massive shout out to the team at Bob Jane Team Arts in Gawler. Excellent customer service. So if you need new tyres in this area, head to those guys. They were really, really helpful, and a bit of a tight access way, and they made room for us, which was awesome. We had the best time in Greenock exploring the Barossa Valley and loved doing the Adelaide Hills. So we really hope that you've enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed exploring it. Next on the list, we're currently on the Barrier Highway heading northeast out to a town called Farrell Flats, and from that point on we are heading to the Flinders Ranges, and we're going to stay at some dog-friendly campgrounds and do some hikes with the dogs and with Liam, and then we're hitting up the Oodnadatta track. So stay posted, and we'll see you next time. Thanks guys.
We're on the Oodnadatta track. Morning.
How amazing is this? Lake Eyre, the biggest lake in Australia. Just salt for days. It's truly beautiful.